Good morning, Rick.
Good
How are
morning.
you this
Good morning,
morning?
Susan.
We have our superintendent of schools in this morning, Mr. Surrency. And what we got going on?
Glad to be here and just glad to get wet for a change.
I know we're all going. Rain? Is that rain we hear?
I couldn't find my umbrella, but that's okay.
Mine's at the office, and I managed to get in between this morning.
Yeah, it's
We've actually got tornado watches until 7:45.
no kidding. Wow.
And not in Palatka, but everybody around us.
I just heard my weather thing go off. Yeah, I was going to go out of town a little bit next week for spring break, and I heard there's going to be a little cold snap. So
It's supposed to be 40 it was a weekend. It's not Easter. You know, if you're from Florida, don't put those jackets up until Easter comes. It'll be 110 the day after Easter.
that's okay. Well, it eventually sun will shine sometime, but
So next week, spring break?
spring break's next week.
Okay.
Yeah, I think our spring break's a little bit later than.
Everybody's over and done with but
Yeah,
us.
so we'll have the beach to ourselves, right?
Yeah. I thought they were going to test before spring break.
They had some testing.
My
but-
granddaughter was fussing at me about it. I thought you did it before spring break.
Yeah, we're going to let the brains rest up a little bit during spring break, and then we'll start hitting it heavy after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she was going, I want to do it before spring break before I forget it.
Yeah, they won't forget it.
Nah.
Just have to think a little harder. It'll be there.
All she's been thinking about is driver's license anyway.
Oh, really?
We have another new restricted driver on the road, so I advise all cautions to everybody.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it's that time of the year. They're getting those licenses.
I've been there a few times. Wow.
Yeah.
Insurance rates go up.
Hey, it goes on her parents, not mine.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Well, today we have a school board meeting, and if you get a chance to come out before the school board meeting at 2 o'clock, we're actually going to have an energy management workshop with our school board. Because, we're trying to save some money.
That kind of energy.
That kind of energy, yeah.
Okay.
So we're looking at ways to save energy to try to, save money for our budget. So we're going to be talking about that. And at the beginning of our meeting, we're going to honor two students. This is really cool. Two high school students who saved a choking victim.
I heard about that from somebody, yeah.
So that's pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah,
two
it really
heroes
is cool.
right there in our school system. So we're going to honor them. And one of our former students, LaFara Davis. Do you remember LaFara?
Mm-hmm.
She was a cheerleader, and she was actually a Jacksonville Jaguar cheerleader
Yes,
at one
she
time.
was.
But she has come back to Palatka, and she's giving back to her community. She runs a dance studio, but she's also sponsoring an event called an I Love Music Tour, which is a big musical presentation late in May. I don't have the date in front of me, but it's going to be held at Palatka High, and she's going to talk about that. So that'll be pretty good entertainment for our young folks.
We'll have that going on. We've got Les Mis going on in the spring.
Right, Les Mis is coming up. They're actually they built the set, I understand, and they're moving the set from where they built it to the auditorium. They're in the process of doing that.
Maybe there's a chance that we'll see our boss down here again.
Yeah.
Because he helps build those sets.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
And we don't see him during the duration.
Yeah, during that time he is full-time busy.
Yeah, he's full-time. He works for you full-time.
But they do. They're building a turntable,
Uh-huh.
which the entire
Stage turns on.
the entire stage turns. So I can't wait to see that. That should be really neat. And I encourage everybody to start buying their tickets.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
going to
need
be
to
on
get
2
them.
weekends. Yep. So it'll be a real good 2 weeks. First 2 weeks of May. 2 weekends, excuse me, in May. So,
It's a great Mother's Day gift.
yeah. Take your mother on that Sunday. But there's going to be so many people there. That's why they had to have it on 2 weekends. So
Oh, yeah, they always sell out.
yeah. And I have a kid in there too, so I'll probably be at every show.
Oh, you'll be at all of them.
By the end of the show, I'll have all the songs memorized.
I know. You could always tell where the parents were sitting because they were singing with the whole thing.
Yep, absolutely.
Mine didn't do that, so I didn't have that part of it. Mine were on the ball field.
As long as they're taking part.
That's all that matters. You got to get them involved in school, and it's not in school, into something, and spend some time out there with them in whatever they do.
The kids who take part in extracurricular activities usually are the ones who have the best grades a lot of times, because school is a fun place to be,
Oh, yeah.
and they take part. So I just encourage every kid in any level of school to take part in activities.
We have a graduate of Palatka High School that would not have graduated had it not been for baseball.
Mm-hmm.
His name was Brian Bordeaux.
Oh yeah, no Brian.
I knew you knew Brian. Brian is now a professor at Auburn University.
I heard that.
But baseball is what kept him in school.
I've seen so many examples of that, and it's kind of the carrot that keeps them in school. And,
Yeah, it keeps them in school.
and after a while, they start liking school.
Yeah, we all laughed when we found out Brian was a professor. That was not what we expected him to be doing. Maybe the most wanted list, but we didn't expect him in that.
I was
He was
actually
a great kid.
coaching baseball back in the day
Yeah,
when Brian
you were?
played. Yeah, so
Yeah, you coach those boys.
that's really cool to see him grow up and be successful.
Yeah, be very successful at what he does.
That's great. Well, I'm glad to be here today.
It's always good to have you come in and good to find out what's going on. I find out more from you about what's going on than I do my grandchildren. So I always have to ask. I'm hoping for the day once again that the fair will land the week of spring break.
Well, I want to just plug our advisory committee meetings. Last night I was in Crescent City, and we had our superintendent's advisory meeting held at Crescent City High School, and I get some good information about what's going on in that end of the county.
Mm-hmm.
And tonight, after the school board meeting, I will be in Interlochen High School at 6 o'clock, I believe in the Media Center, for the West Area Advisory Council meeting. So if anyone wants to come out and just hear what's going on and offer their 2 cents, I'd be glad to
Well,
hear
the thing
them.
about it is in this county, you've got 3 such different economic areas
Mm-hmm.
and different needs, and I have to look at them and see. And I'm hoping that with the energy thing that you're going to be able to save some jobs
Mm-hmm.
by being able to cut the energy back in some places.
Yeah, and we're going through that whole process now, Susan, where we're trying to trim our budget
Mhm.
without losing any jobs whatsoever. So
Yeah, because the last thing we want to lose in those media people.
yeah,
Of course, to me, the name media doesn't make any sense. There's
The
two
media
libraries
specialist.
to me.
right. And they're all special, and we don't want anyone to lose their job. We're just looking at ideas that we can
Yeah.
use to continue to bring our service to the students. Yeah.
And you know, I get closing those buildings down certain times of the year.
Mhm.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I understand that. And I know a lot of schools cut it at 4 o'clock in the afternoon or something. They shut things down. And,
Well, especially in the summertime,
yeah.
between 4 and 7, if we can cut back our energy, we can save a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know, maybe don't turn on the stadium lights until after 7 or something like that. So there's a lot of things we can do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And stadium lights aren't cheap to turn on, but nor can you play all the games in daylight.
An air conditioner, turn the air conditioner off at 4,
Mm-hmm.
and open your windows or whatever we have to do.
Well, Black High, that's a little hard.
Yeah, not many windows there.
Not many windows at Black High School. I don't know about the other high schools in the community.
Yeah, but we just have to use some common sense, just like we do at home. And,
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah.
just have to cut back and cut back and cut back and decide if you want to be cool or if you want this.
yeah,
You
just
know,
remember every dollar we save is going to go to helping our kids in the classroom.
That's right.
Right.
And that's where it's needed.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you coming in.
Good seeing you, Susan.
Always good to see you.
All right.
All right.
See you
Take
after a while.
care. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.